I wanted to show you where I'm at with the Karahan Tepe visualization. The form is still rough, but I wanted to see what a thatched roof might look like with the structure that I had built. First of all, you might ask, where's the evidence of the wood? Wood or any organic material may never be found on the site. Buried wood begins to rot within 1 to 3 years. By 10 to 30 years, most wood completely decomposes. Wood needs to be in a wet or waterlogged site in order to survive. Wood rarely survives archaeologically, so evidence-based understanding is very limited. That is, no evidence of a roof. However, I continue to believe that T-pillars most likely stood under a roof or some sort of wood structure. A T-pillar allows for an even distribution of weight from above. I rotated the T-pillars to face each other like you see at Göbekli Tepe, and I believe both sites, the T-pillars most likely supported a roof. I'm not satisfied with the design of the opening on the top of the structure just yet. However, I feel there was most likely an opening on the top to allow smoke to exit. Inside the structure can be very dark, and I see the need for lighting within. I also think windows could have been added. Native American kivas are often thought to have an alignment with the winter and spring solstice, with an opening that allows a light to hit a particular surface one time a year. I believe these structures, like most structures similar to this used by Native Americans, had astrological alignments. These would have been important indications to the local community that the winter is now waning or the spring is here. The use of such devices in a circular enclosure seemed to be common to every circular enclosure built before our modern sense of calendars and clocks. I have been told that there are indications at the site that these people were semi-nomadic. I don't know what information is being used to determine this, but it would be in line with the Pueblo natives who lived part of the years in the kivas. It would also be in line with the Pawnee Native Americans who lived in similar earthen homes. As for enclosures AA and AB, the two uncovered enclosures I have visualized here, I'm not convinced by anything I've heard or read just yet. Many things could make sense to me. It is a fact that both pits collect water currently and need to be constantly drained. Currently, there are locals that use a similar system to collect rainwater. If these people that originally built the site were semi-nomadic, I could see the usefulness of having two giant pools of rainwater to drink in the sedentary months. Two open enclosures to collect rainwater is possible. I have also heard it suggested that pit AB was enclosed as a protection or filter to the rainwater that collects. This makes sense to me, but the design would become even more of a guess than what I've been willing to make on enclosure AD to date. With AD, I see evidence of a structure touching the ground. On enclosure AB, I do see markings, but I don't know how they were used. I hope to find that testing will be done on enclosure AB to see if it held water or contained a fire. I think that would take the idea of this one way or the other pretty dramatically. Hopefully that's some research that's being done and I'm able to see in the near future. I come to a frustrating point often when doing genealogy research. Genealogy research is inherent with many frustrations, the biggest being the lack of recorded information. Inevitably there comes a point in the trail I follow where it begins to fade. A whole person's life may come down to a brief mention in a baptismal document as a grandparent. My whole interest in history and archaeology arose from these unanswered questions about my own family history. When I trace my own lineage to the oldest grandparent that held that name, anything older becomes a general study of history. This family member may have been connected to a historical event because their time and space overlap. However, without a document or a statement, often things in places your imagination just will not allow. I don't want to push my thoughts to Karahan Tepe into absurdity. I want to keep up to date with the information that is being objectively obtained at the site. I want to obtain this information to offer the most logical architectural visualization of the site. I like this visualization to date, and I want to work to make it look even more realistic. I want to add the artistic sculptural details that have been found within the AD enclosure. The reason for the imagery and the placement may become more obvious as more sites are uncovered. I don't know, guys. Anything else stand out is obviously missing to you?